So we're back with Lego Marvel's Avengers, and now we're looking at the second part of the Captain America 2 movie level. And here we've got Cap and Black Widow working together against the Winter Soldier and a bunch of Hydra goons here on the street. Now you'll notice one sort of interesting thing about this. This is Black Widow in her Avengers design. And I'm not sure about this, but I know she wore longer hair. She wore longer hair in Captain America 2 than she did in the Avengers. But it seems to me that Black Widow's hair design is relative to whether or not the Hulk is involved in the movie. Basically, we've seen Black Widow wear long hair on 3 occasions. We saw her wear it in Iron Man 2, we saw her wear long hair in Captain America 2, and we saw her wear long hair in Captain America 3 Civil War. In all of those cases, the Hulk was not in the movie. In the 2 Avengers movies, Black Widow's worn a shorter hairstyle. And again, Bruce Banner, the Hulk, was in both of those. So I don't know if that's a thing that they were intending on doing or just sort of a happy accident. But if I had to place bets on what Black Widow's hairstyle would be in the upcoming Infinity Wars movies, I would imagine that she'll be back for short hair, assuming that the Hulk is still around. Alright, so now we've been playing around grabbing studs and building some stuff over here in the park. The Hydra guy with the cannon has dropped down onto a boat. We found a mini kit. Black Widow got blown up. And I am ignoring one of the basic rules of playing with Black Widow right now. That is, I'm not in stealth. Now, to be fair, the Winter Soldier is one of the few characters in the game who will ignore stealth, and he'll shoot at you anyway with his gun. But all the other Hydra guys in this level would not pay any attention to Black Widow if she went stealth. Alright, so now we're building something under that truck. It's a tech thing, so Black Widow is going to control that. She dumps some trash out of the truck, including looks to be a washing machine, although it's got stuff in it like chicken. I mean, I'm not really sure what, how that works. You can see some items that we can't really mess with here, that we'll need to come back for in free play, like that golden glowy thing. We don't have anybody to blow that up. We need Hawkeye or Iron Man in order to pull that off. Another Hawkeye thing over in the left. And then finally we go stealth. But if you'll notice, the Winter Soldier is still targeting us despite our use of stealth. Now, the reason that I went stealth here, finally, after so long, is to try to pick up some extra studs by blowing up things like park benches. Because as you can see, we're pretty close to true Avenger status here on this level, and we still have a part to go. We're going to shoot these trucks. They're designed to give the level some definition. You can see there's a Hulk item over on our left. So there's a lot to do here in free play. And now it's time for Captain America to man that shield point and deflect the bullets from the Hydra turret to hit the gold object on the bottom of that turret so that the Hydra guy is defeated. Then Winter Soldier shoots down this helicopter, which somehow crashes right into this building, but without causing any real damage to the building, and also giving us more Lego stuff to potentially work with. Now without that turret in the middle, we're able to move around a little bit more freely, but there are no more studs really for us to take from this little part of the level. Alright, so now we need to press B to activate this Avenger team-up move, and logically the only Avenger team-up move it could be would be between Black Widow and Captain America. And there it is. And of course you guys should remember this from the first Avengers movie when they did it there. This is the jumping off the shield thing. Sure, she didn't get very far, but she does pull down this helicopter, which will give us some more things to build. So the Winter Soldier, by shooting down that helicopter, essentially sealed his own fate here. Since we're going to use pieces of this helicopter to go defeat the Winter Soldier. And again, I'm staying in stealth, and as far as these little Hydra guys are concerned, I'm not there. It's only the Winter Soldier who can shoot at him. Alright, so now we need to build whatever this thing is. And it turns out it's a small helicopter with a Captain America insignia on it. Okay, so we need somebody to jump in and drive it. We'll let Black Widow do that. And then she can use the helicopter to shoot the Winter Soldier off of the bridge. You can also see that if we kept shooting cars off of the bridge, we would have gotten some more mini kits. And that brings us to the end of this phase. And of course, this is where Cap finds out that Bucky is the Winter Soldier and that Dr. Zola recovered him from the ice. And Black Widow's wearing her Ultron hairdo here, even though she didn't have it previously. Maria Hill rescues everybody. And now it's time to take down those Helicarriers. And I was really looking forward to this part of the level because this brings us to the introduction of, well, not this guy. You've seen him before. But this brings us to the introduction of the Falcon over here on the left. And the Falcon has some of the neatest combat moves of any character in the game. He's got two pistols, but he also will attack people with his wings. You can see us sort of beating on this computer terminal here. And since we're still a few studs away from true Avenger status, I'm going to keep beating up on those computer terminals. Of course, Falcon can also fly, which is important. And then he also has one more ability that I didn't realize he was going to get until I came into this part. And I built this thing right here. And I need somebody to grapple. And what do you know? The Falcon has a grapple gun. Now, these are all features of the Falcon's character from this movie. If you unlock classic Falcon, I don't think he gets to do all this stuff. And we've already seen Sam Wilson as Captain America, and we know that he doesn't get to do that stuff once he dons the shield, because then he's just using the shield and flying around. And that's pretty much all he gets to do. So the Falcon, this version of him, the Anthony Mackie Falcon, is probably one of the most useful characters in the game, and someone you should consider bringing around in free play level. But you know, so we're going to be him as much as we can here in this little bit. Again, the story is not exactly holding exactly true to the movie, because we know that Captain America and Falcon get separated. They both take out individual carriers, and then Falcon gets shot down by Bucky, and therefore isn't able to help with the third helicarrier, which is where we are here. All right, so we've located one switch to open up the guidance chip system, or you can see some free play items here. You're going to need somebody like the Vision in order to use that drain for its appropriate purpose. I say the Vision because eventually you'll unlock him in the Age of Ultron storyline. You could also use Ant-Man in there, but you know, he's an unlockable character who you may not have access to right away, unless of course you have the PS4 DLC, in which case you have your choice of Ant-Man. But I'm here on the Xbox 360, so you won't be seeing any of that for me. No Paul Rudd stuff here. And then the other guy who you can use Stephen Strange, but again, that requires you to either A, unlock Stephen Strange in the free play world, or B, download the all new, all different Doctor Strange level from the season pass for this game. I do like having a bit of variety with characters and powers, as far as, you know, but I guess I'm just as guilty as playing with old favorites once we get into the free play realm as anybody else. Okay, now we've destroyed all the mini kits, or sorry, studs that we need for true Avenger status. So I'm not exactly sure why I'm just banking studs right now. But here's the second half of that power switch thingy that we were looking for. And it's just like the first one. We need to find the grapple point, which we found, hook it onto the glass casing, and then use Falcon's grappling hook in order to get it. And unfortunately, this means now we need Captain America to wander all the way over here. So we'll just have to see where Cap is. I'm thinking he didn't follow us. We haven't been Cap for a while. There he is, all the way over there. But, you know, I can't really get tired of playing as the Falcon, so I'm going to save our progress real quick. And then we'll bring Captain America over. I'm not even sure we needed to come up top. We might have been able to just walk across. Yeah, we could have. So that was sort of a little overdramatic there. So now we're going to put shield in the shield switch. Open up the other part of, well, okay, set up the other switch to help us unlock the other part of the guidance software stuff. All right, now we're going to have a brief video problem. But when it's resolved, we've gotten the second thing finished. And now you can see that that switch requires Captain America. So I'm going to gun down all these guys with the Falcon. Because they won't. Okay, so now Captain America is going to activate the switch. In comes the Winter Soldier, and then we have a quick time event. And I was kind of concerned that this was going to be the full boss fight between these two. It's a lot of throwing the shield at each other. But no, there's actually a proper boss battle where the Winter Soldier and some Hydra goons take on the Falcon and Captain America. And so basically what happens is you get a guy locked up in combat, either the Falcon or Cap, with the Winter Soldier, and then you've got to hit him with the other character. I don't think... Okay, so we got Falcon is... got him locked up a second time. So Cap got 3 more hits on him. I don't think the Falcon can shoot the Winter Soldier with his gun. I mean, I would sort of appreciate that, I guess. I just... But there's a definite sequence to how this boss battle is supposed to go. So now... This time he's got Cap, and it's Falcon who knocks the last 3 hearts out of him. And this, of course, brings us to the end of the Captain America 2 movie level. So next time, we'll be moving into the aftermath of Hydra's defeat by looking at the DLC level for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., who became the agents of almost nothing after the end of this movie. And I'll see you then.
Airstrucker, Fury has